Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Operate in the truest, highest version of your authentic self. Peace and power to the cosmic consciousness, family and soul tribe. I am your host and co-pilot, THRU, God, and I am feeling good for no reason at all. Operate in the truest and highest version of my authentic self. I hope everybody's staying hydrated. We're going to get right off into it with the Diana Cooper Archangel Animal Oracle deck and see what the animal guys want to speak to us for the day. Talk to us, talk to us, talk to us, talk to us. Goat. I like them colors, high vibratory colors. Goat. Act from your innate wisdom. Act from your innate wisdom. Act from your innate wisdom. That means we have to listen to our inner voice, our intuition, our higher self, whatever you call it, your divine self. Your higher self is your divine self. You are your higher self. It's not separate from us. Listen to our innate wisdom. You know, when are we being told to sit still? When are we being told to move? When are we being told to act? When are we being told to do not act? I don't do nothing without my higher self guiding me, you know, which is me. I won't get on the air. I won't get on the airplane if I'm not balanced. That's how connected we gotta be with our inner being. But I ain't gonna do all the talking. Let's see what the goat gotta say before we get off into it. Goat. Act from your innate wisdom. About goats. Goats, who originate from Orion, the ascended constellation of enlightenment, are highly intelligent animals. They are often misunderstood, though when they feel appreciated, they are generous, loyal, and nurturing. They love to be free to wander, spreading golden light and wisdom wherever they go. They balance this desire for space and independence by enjoying the companionship of the herd. These special animals all have a great sense of balance. They love to clamber in the mountains and stand on rocks and peaks, gazing at the world and seeing all from a higher perspective. When you see a goat standing on a pinnacle, it may be linking into Orion for inspiration. For their sole mission is to lighten the vibration of our planet. Their service work is to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish. It's amazing how when you're paying attention, for those of us who watch animal channels, and if you pay attention to the goats when they be on a mountain, steep mountains, and they're able to just, you know, scale that mountain with no problem, that requires balance. And in 2022, the theme is balance. So everything is in synchronicity with what this message is trying to get across to us through the animal symbolism of the goat, whose service work is to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish, garbage, basura. That's what we supposed to be doing energetically, taking on the goat energy characteristic to clean up the unwanted garbage and rubbish in our lives and in our energetic fields. If we cleaning it up in our energetic fields, it'll clean up in our lives. The guidance from the goat. When you choose this card, or when you see this card, your guidance is to be free and independent within the nurture of a loving, caring family or community. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom that are not always recognized. Don't expect everybody to recognize the light and wisdom in your aura, especially if you're not expressing it. But even if you are expressing it, don't expect everybody to recognize it. More so recognize it in yourself. Because sometimes we can't recognize in others what we haven't recognized in ourselves. And once we recognize it in ourselves, we're able to appreciate what it reflects back to us and others. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom that is not always recognized. Do any menial tasks that come your way graciously, for this is part of your life mission on earth. Do any menial task, that means perform any deed, any act with grace and with graciousness, for this is part of life on earth. Let me make sure that's it. I don't know, we still got some more. You are invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. You got to see it from the view of the mountain goat. This will bring you much peace and enable you innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. When you can do this, your essential wisdom will shine through. You will be acknowledged by those around you. Recognize who you are, and many will be drawn to your energy. I think that's speaking to all of us, where it may and where it lay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Healing feeds my happiness. What's feeding y'all happiness? Once again, stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. You know, healing feeds my happiness. Things like what I just read feeds the inner being of what gives me joy. Healing. What gives me joy in the deeper parts of me. What's feeding our happiness. Because we got a lot to be happy for if we operating in a place of no hate, no jealousy, no envy, no malice, no manipulation, no trying to stop others from getting ahead, but more so being a help for others to get ahead. Because we ain't got time for none of that. Ain't nobody got time for none of that. It's easier to love. It's easy to wish people well. It takes too much energy. It takes too much energy trying to be an obstacle for somebody else. It takes too much energy being mad at anybody else. It takes too much energy trying to be in somebody else's way. It takes too much energy. Ain't nobody got time for that. We already moved through it. And we can feel good for no reason at all. Because it showed us how to love more. It showed us how to move through things in love. We already moved through it. And the beautiful thing about those of us who can say, I already moved through it, when you recognize something trying to appear again, or a skeleton that you already don't dealt with, trying to reappear through another uniform, and you're able to say, oh, I saw that before. I already did that. I already moved through that. That's that innate wisdom. That's that light. And you allow you to recognize that you saw that before. And you don't get to the light without it taking you through some dark times. I'm going to say it again. We don't get to the light without it taking us through some dark times. But when we get to the light, we're able to recognize what we don't saw before, and keep moving through it. Cause ain't nobody got time for that. That might be the thing. That's a t-shirt. Ain't nobody got time for that. Somebody will hop on it. When people don't see your value, sometimes it's because we don't see our own. And that's what the GOAT was speaking to. But when you don't see your own value, it has us feeling left behind. But when people don't see our value, it shows us what we gotta leave behind. Once we recognize our own value, innate wisdom, what is it showing us? Our experiences, what are they showing us? How many of us don't see somebody? How many of us don't see somebody work hard when they know they're about to get fired? Whether it's a job position or a relationship. I don't been in that position. I know. I don't been on the job and don't have a habit of being late or this or that and the other, and the word floating around that it's probably gonna be my last day, and then all of a sudden I act like I've been 100 every day. You know, how many of us ever seen somebody work hard because they know they're about to get fired, whether it's a job, position, or a relationship? We are going to overdrive. We are going to overdrive when we know we're on the thin line. Yeah. Many of y'all probably laughing because y'all saw yourself in that too. I'm laughing because I saw myself in it. It's okay. We can laugh. I see us too. But man, it's good to move through life in high frequency and high vibration. You know, they say love is the highest vibration, and when you tap into self-love and what it starts to show you, you start understanding what love is as a vibration. Not as an emotion, as a vibration. Emotions are good, but emotions are not facts. They're just feelings. And feelings are indicators. They are internal GPS feeling, GPS system, pardon me. But love itself is a frequency beyond what human to human express amongst one another. It's what allows us to move through life with no pain, no pressure, and no problems. Once we start mastering the life lessons that we're here to undergo. Same energy, different phases, shifting faces, level to level, layer to layer. The trick is to not get tricked. And the only get back is to don't look back. I'm gonna say it again. The trick is not to get tricked. And the only get back is don't look back. Move through it in love. Somebody will catch it. Cause whatever in your rear view, see, whatever in your rear view is meant to show you something. Emotions are not facts, they are feelings. And feelings are our indicator, our internal GPS system. The reason why this is important, because catfish everywhere. You know, we just talk about people being catfished on the internet, but you know, people catfished in real life, catfish everywhere. Everybody not who they appear to be, and people are not who they appear to be. But if you appearing in the rawness of your real, you can recognize what ain't, because it's catfish everywhere. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Who on your mind? What you think about? I wake up every morning and I ain't think about nobody. I get centered. I get centered. I be still and just be before I do anything. And it's important to do that. It's important to do that. And in doing that, it helps us prepare to go the distance. I'm gonna say it again. It helps us to prepare to go the distance. Not go throughout the day. It prepares us to go the distance. The more we get centered, the more you are the center. So I'm gonna catch it. It prepares us to go the distance. Right now. Because if it's all happening right now, then time really don't exist. But some of us, the first thing when we get up, we got a whole bunch of other things on our mind other than where our mind at within us. A cloudy mind can't see clear. And I remember when I used to be in that place. I'm in Monday, I'm living in Monday, but my focus on Friday. I'm in Monday, but my focus on Friday. But everything right now. A cloudy mind can't see clear. I was asked, what's the difference between me and you? So I ask you, what's the difference between me and you? What would you have to share with me if I ask you, what's the difference between me and you? Because from me to you, there is no difference between me and you, except the levels that we are able to comprehend, our life experiences, ourselves in relation to ourselves and in relation to nature. So you tell me, what's the difference between me and you? And I appreciated being asked that because it reinforced my knowingness to recognize that some things you can't choose yourself for. Especially the things that we're not called for. Some things we can't choose ourselves for, family. Especially the things that we're not called for. And to recognize that is a humbling experience. It's a growing experience. And it's a appreciative experience. Some things you can't choose yourself for, especially if you're not called for it. If that was, and that's so deep because if it was the case, I probably wouldn't be the Saul y'all get to see me as today. Some things we can't choose ourselves for. Especially the things that we're not called for. So how are you showing up for yourself? How are you showing up for your family? How are you showing up at your job? Or how are you showing up at work? How are you showing up for your students? How are you showing up for your clients? How are we showing up, family? Furthermore, what are we asking ourselves in accordance to how we think we're showing up? These type of questions will show how the collective is being resurrected from our day-to-day and through our day-to-day experiences. How is the collective being resurrected? These important questions are questions that we should find ourselves asking ourselves at some point in time, real soon, because it reveals many things to us that we probably wouldn't get a chance to acknowledge unless we start asking ourselves these type of questions. These type of questions reveal what's being mirrored, what we mirror, as well as what's being reflected back to us. Which reminds me of something I shared with someone based on the changes that we make in our lives. The changes in our that we make in our personal lives cause changes in the lives of those we know, no matter how big or how small. And y'all see I did that in reverse for a reason. The changes that we make in our lives cause changes in the lives of those around us. Some big and some small. We see ourselves in everything. That's what change allows us to do. See ourselves in everything. And also see ourselves where we are no longer at. It's beauty on both ends. Continuous transformation is the goal. Because continuous transformation will empower us, not only personally, not only mentally, not only emotionally, not only spiritually, but spiritual protection is very important, but it will empower us to empower others. Everything is about transformation. And the beauty about what transformation teaches us is everyone don't get to make it through what life's testing you. It was made for you. Just keep showing up and doing the work. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. I love y'all, family. Peace and power. I am Salud God. One.